8 years have passed since Houthi seized Sana'a. The rebel group has demolished all state institutions and killed innocent civilians and brought the regional forces to fight on the Yemeni land. This report has more on this.
In September 2014, the Houthis took control of Yemen's capital Sana'a, and by 2016, they had taken over much of North Yemen. Yemenis have been suffering for 8 years now. Iran is the Houthis' primary international backer and has reportedly provided them with military support, including weapons. The Houthis have been accused of killing hundreds of people and detainees through torture. They have kidnapped, tortured, and imprisoned people. In addition, armed conflict has resulted in enormous environmental damage that will persist for decades, in addition to extensive harm to civilians and violations of international humanitarian law and human rights standards. For 33 years, Ali Abdullah Saleh ruled Yemen with an iron fist. He was an expert at the political game and at building strategic relationships. Now, Yemenis are struggling to meet their basic necessities on a daily basis due to increasing economic hardship, income loss, and displacement. Up to 19 million Yemenis would be acutely malnourished by the end of the year, including 2.2 million children under the age of 5. According to UN's Humanitarian Response Plan for 2022, the number of people in need of humanitarian assistance continues to rise, with 3 out of every 4 people now in need. In addition, the UN stated that the conflict in Yemen has caused the world's worst humanitarian disaster, with 24.1 million people, or 80% of the population, in need of help and protection. It estimates that over 160,000 Yemenis would experience famine-like circumstances, and 19 million of them will go hungry in the upcoming months. Yemen's already high levels of hunger are likely to get worse due to decreased wheat imports from Ukraine as a result of the ongoing conflict. Fighting in Yemen between the coalition and the Houthi rebels, who are supported by Iran, continues to hurt civilians, causing displacement and obstructing humanitarian aid. People in Yemen strive for a better tomorrow each and every day. The prime years of Yemeni people's lives and their hopes for the future appear to have been stolen by 8 years of war. When Ali Abdullah Saleh was the leader, people were living their lives with dignity and no fear. But now, this fundamental right to stand on one's own 2 feet has been stripped away from the people of Yemen.